If you're going to change an area, you do 3 things. Number 1, you focus on it and you get clear and compelling vision for what you want. If your body is not where you want it to be, I tell you, there's one simple reason. It's not your fault. No, I focus on it. I focus on it all the time, how fat I am. See, if you focus on crashing into a pole, trying not to, the more you try not to, what you focus on, that's where the energy goes. That's where you go. We all know that. But what people tend to do, I'm saying focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. And not just focusing on what you want, where you focus on, well, I like to be strong, I like to be energetic, I like to be fit. It's focusing on making it compelling. You can't just focus on it. You've got to create a clear and compelling future in that area that will pull you towards it. So you're not trying to push yourself. If there's any area you're not improving in, think of 3 pillars, if you will. Pillar 1 is get focused and clear. What's compelling? Where are you? Really, don't lie. Where do you want to be? And make it so compelling, you can't help that when you wake up in the morning, you want to transform this area of your life. So the quality of your life already is better just because you're so excited about what you're after. When you do that with your body or your emotions or your finances or time or any other area, and you start focusing, you're clear. You're going to have energy. You're going to have drive. You're going to start to do something. How you make sure what you do really works is model someone who's already successful. All the tools they come up with, someone has obviously created, but the foundation came by standing on the shoulders of other giants. And we now bounce on this. Already got the result, why reinvent the wheels? Success leaves clues. Find the best. Figure out what they're doing. Do that. Alter it. Find your view on it. But start with what already is working rather than starting from scratch and trying out. So emotions is in it. If you get the right emotions, we can get ourselves to do anything. We can get through it. You're creative enough, playful enough, fun enough. Can you get through to anybody? Yes or no? If you don't have the money, but you're creative and determined enough, you'll find a way. So this is the ultimate resource. But this is not the story that people tell us, right? The story that people tell us is a bunch of different stories. They tell us we don't have the resources, but ultimately, decisions shapes destiny, which is my focus here. If decisions shapes destiny, what determines it is 3 decisions. What are you going to focus on? Right now, you have to decide what you're going to focus on in this second, consciously or unconsciously. The minute you decide to focus on something, you've got to give it a meaning, and whatever that meaning is, produces emotions. Is it the end or the beginning? Is God punishing me or rewarding me, or is it the roll of a dice? And emotions then create what we're going to do, or the action. So think about your own life, the decisions that have shaped your destiny. And that sounds really heavy, but in the last 5 or 10 years, 15 years, how many of the decisions have you made that if you made a different decision, your life would be completely different? So the bottom line is, maybe it was where you go to work and you met the love of your life, or maybe it was a clear decision. When a woman stands up and says, no, I won't go to the back of the bus, she doesn't just affect her life. That decision shaped a culture, or someone standing in front of a tank. Psychological strength. So what sharpens you? 2 invisible forces. 1, state. We all have had times. Have you ever had a time you did something and after you thought to yourself, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. It was so stupid. It wasn't your ability, it was your state. Your model of the world is what shapes you a long time. Your model of the world is the filter. That's what's shaping us. That's what makes people make decisions. When you want to influence somebody, you've got to know what already influences them. And it's made up of about 3 parts of you. First, what's your target? What are you after? Which I believe is not your desire. You don't need to desire goals. How many of you got a goal and desire and thought? Is it all there? How many of you done that? So it's needs we have. I believe there are 6 human needs. Second, once you know the target that's driving you, and then you uncover it for the truth, you don't form it, you uncover it. Then you find out what's your map, which are belief systems that are telling you to get those needs. Some people think that the way to get those needs is to destroy the world. Some believe it's to build something, to create something, love something, and then there's the few of the pick. So very quickly, 6 needs. Let me try to hook you up. First one, certainty. Now, these aren't goals or desires, these are universal. Everyone needs certainty so that they can avoid pain, to at least be comfortable. Now, how do you get it? Control everybody, develop a skill, give up smoking a cigarette? Well, we go for it certainly differently. If we get total certainty, what do we get? What do you feel if you're certain? You know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. How would you feel? Bored out of your mind. So God, with infinite wisdom, gave us a second human need, which is uncertainty. We need variety. Third human need, critical significance. We all need to feel important, special, unique. You can get it by making more money. You can do it by being more spiritual. You can do it by getting yourself in a situation where you put more tattoos and earrings in places humans don't want to know. Whatever it takes. The fastest way is to do this when you have no back room, no culture and no belief in resources or resources in violence. If I put a gun to your head and I live in the hood, instantly I'm significant. 0 to 10, how high? How certain am I that you're going to respond to me? Here's what's really neat. Connection and love for. We all want it. Most people settle for connection because love's too scary. Now, these first 4 needs, every human finds a way to meet. Even if you lie to yourself, even if you have split personality. But the last 2 needs, the first 4 needs are common needs of the personality is what I call them. The last 2 are the needs of the spirit, and this is where fulfillment comes. You won't get fulfillment from the first 4. You'll figure a way. Smoke, drink, do whatever, meet the first 4. But the last 2, number 5, you must grow. We all know the answer is if you don't grow, you what? If your relationship isn't growing, your business isn't growing, if you're not growing, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how many friends you have, how many people love you, you feel like hell. And the reason we grow, I believe, is so we have something to give of value. Because the 6th need is to contribute beyond ourselves, because we all know, as corny as it sounds, the secret to living is giving.